Hiya, it's Michiodai. Today we're gonna draw more. Today we couldn't have the monster on the stream because Mince wanted to. Oh, sorry. Yucky motorbike sounds. Mince wanted to work on her own stuff, and so she needs the time for it, you know. Dawn Trail is coming up, so she wants to complete as much as she can before Dawn Trail comes. Yeah. The last art stream we had, I was finishing this up. This is gonna look way different from, well, okay, not way different, but like it's gonna look different from what you guys saw the other time when it last ended off. Basically I put in the highlights, I put in additional shadows for the hair. I just realized this has, can't really see what's going on there anymore. And I just did a white outline on it. It's whatever, and I did a gradient map because I felt like the colors weren't really gelling well together or something. So I just did a gradient map, screen or lighten. No, I did actually did a color dodge instead. I did a color dodge, for the gradient map onto this painting. Yeah. So I'm happy with what I have here. And I've added this into my alerts. I now have alerts that will pop up for if I get any new follows. Too bad that like I couldn't get it up in time for the previous 40 followers. But yes, so on that note, yay, I got 40 followers on Twitch. You can see there right down there in the Twitch. You can see I've done the goal. I've done the goal. Yatta. Okay. So the thing is the next the next goal for me, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea why they set it at 40 when I was like, okay, manage goals, and they set 40. I'm like, okay, but don't you need 50 for affiliate? So I will be setting it now. I'm gonna start a new goal. Oh, is this right? Goal amount 50 followers. I guess start goal. Okay, so right now, whoa, okay, I didn't know it shows up in the chat. Cool. Wow. This will be my next goal. My next goal of 50, and then we'll see how from there. There's other requirements to hit affiliate, but as of now, I mean, I'm working towards it. And you guys have been helping by giving me a follow. That's really, I appreciate the follows so much. You know, when you really think about it, it's like, man, 40 followers, like, damn, people wanna, well, I mean maybe they're not here to watch right now, but it's like giving me the follow helps, you know. And like the more followers I have, the more stuff will open up to me. It's kind of like Twitch's like achievement system thing that they want to just like have, and like it's like I get the catharsis the same as, you know, when you play a game and you get the like, oh, you've done this, you collected this much stuff, and now you've unlocked this perk. I'm like, wow. And I think it's kind of crazy that like Twitch has it implemented like that. So it's like it's that same catharsis I get from like the gaming and stuff. Here I am yapping. Okay. Yes, so if anyone, if there's a new follower, it'll pop up as an alert now. I have alerts now. Yay. And onward to 50 followers, and we'll get ever so closer to affiliate. And then so many more things can open up, and I have to do so many more things. This is just my very first Twitch asset. Oh my goodness. It's my very first alert also. Actually, I do have to add this to my about and stuff. Yeah, I do have to, I'm gonna repurpose this for some other things as well. Okay. Enough about that. So, subject 341. Subject that we're drawing today is an OC that that belongs to an artist called Chroneco 55. I mean, I don't know if there's any particular naming and expression, or you know, when I name myself Michio Dai and I put 31, you know, like 31 in the, as a weeb, you guys should know 31 means Michi. Like, it can be said as Michi. And like 39 is like Miku. Like me and okay, alright, cringe. Alright. So I don't know if this like is like what, Monaco go. I'm not sure how their name is. I don't know if they're Thai, but yeah. Oh, maybe if it's, oh, 5 is the laughing sound for Thai. Oh, well, okay, then that would make sense. I don't know if they're Thai. The last time that I actually saw them in person. I mean, not like I remember how they look like. I'm really bad with remembering faces and stuff, and assigning names to people. I'm so sorry. That's just a really big fault of mine. But I've seen them at last year's AFA SG, where she set up a booth for some of her works, and she was selling standees of her OC. And I've seen Ayo! There we go! There's the alert! Yippee! We got alerts! It's Frosty. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Just Frosty, for the follow. Yippee ki Wow. Just another Frosty. Thank you. Yeah, let's go. Wow. Yeah, the last time I saw this artist was at AFASG, and I bought one of her standees of her OCs. I actually saw her art back before last year's AFA as well, because her OC kind of like stood out to me. It's a very it's a simple design, but like it's just so clean and stuff. I'm not gonna show the art. You can go find the person. You can find her Twitter. She goes by this name, Monaco55. So I'm probably not saying it right, but that's how you can find her. And you can find her OC right there. And the thing is that why another reason, first person to get the follow alert, big dubs here, boy. The other reason I'm drawing this, besides like I love the OC, like how it looks like, is that I saw that she had a contest, and I have up to 1st June to make a submission. So I think I take really long with illustrations, admittedly. Oh yeah, but stop yapping and draw wall. Yeah, I can. I should draw. I should draw, right. I should start drawing. I have sketches. I just, it feels like a very simple sketch, but like as in a very simple concept, but like this is, I kind of had the idea. It's like, oh, do I want to try to see if I can illustrate this out in time and then do a live 2D for it before even I live 2D my splash screen. But that's different because I feel kind of you know, when you're drawing something you really like, right, you don't really want to speed through it, in the sense where you don't want to screw it up. You're very afraid of screwing anything up. And honestly, I should not have that mentality because I can always draw other stuff again and stuff, you know. But yeah, that's the conundrum that I have, you know. So I mean, in a way, I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna draw this fast and screw it up. It's more like I feel like I might be able to draw her OC much faster than what I've been doing for my splash screen. I mean, I have my splash screen put on hold as well because I actually might have screwed it up where, you know, I should have drawn the BG. I should have drawn my background because when I was trying to sketch out and block out the background for my splash screen. By the way, the splash screen you can see like it's behind me right here. It's behind you as well. In your walls. No, basically I had the lighting on. I basically concentrated on like, oh yeah, I want to do some interesting lighting. But I did that without taking into consideration what is going on in the background. So I'm kind of stumped there right now for my splash screen. And I have myself to blame for that. Gosh darn. Sketch the whole thing, like basically like what I'm doing now is basically like, okay, in a way the splash was kind of a practice as well. It's a practice for me, you know, to just get back into illustrating, and I already went pretty far by being able to render the entire thing, because a lot of the times when it's behind me, isn't it? No. By the way, the Min's emotes are really cute, you know. Yeah, just in case anyone else who isn't following Min's or subscribed to her channel, that's where you can get your emotes from. Can I get a shout out? How do I shout out? Slash shout out. Okay. You can read. I can read and. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, it's my first shout out. I give it to my wife. Means. She did such a good job. Hell yeah. Animated all them too. Yeah. Because I don't have affiliate yet. I feel like I would do it when I have the affiliate. Because there's a lot of other things for me to do. Huh? Draw? Like, as in just draw? I'm drawing. Wait, what? You mean draw the emotes? Huh? I just finished giving you a shout out. What do you mean? I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna give you all the shout outs. So you're gonna try Gremlin? Grabbing some emotes from her when she reopens the comms eventually. Yeah. Might have to wait until maybe past after September. After MSQ SG, Maker's Quest. Yeah. Is it Maker's MSQ SG or is it just MSQ? Just Maker's Quest. I mean, there is a SG there, but I mean, it's not like there's. I think it's just to like save against like any.
Save against like the actual MSQ.
The actual MS. I mean, MSQ is kind of a general term, you know. Like we end up using it for like everything. What was I talking about before this? Oh right, my splash screen. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with my splash screen now because I basically have to try to think of like what to draw in the splash screen and make sense of the bloody lighting. Wait for Dawn True MSQ. Yes. Oh yeah, talking about stuff. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Dawn Trail MSQ. Yeah. What to say? What to say? I mean,
You want to talk about
Hmm?
you didn't finish your script.
No, nothing much to say. It's just more like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm stumped with my splash screen. I need to go work on it. And like, what's making me stumped is that I need to think of like what goes on the background that makes sense of the lighting and the composition. Because I didn't sketch out the background, then the composition is gonna change quite drastically. So, it's my fault for not sketching the background first during the concept stage. But I did do that now for this one. But it's an extremely rough sketch too, so I just put like, oh, she's gonna be sitting among some flowers and like stuff on the... Oh wait, yeah, she's gonna be sitting among some flowers and stuff by the sea, and that's about it. I think that at least should be simple enough. It's the city stuff which is a bit difficult. I have difficulty like drawing, like I have difficulty drawing backgrounds. I already have difficulty drawing like man-made backgrounds. But yeah, this artist, I've seen their OC before, and it's nice and stuff. So I'm just recounting what I said earlier. I'm just drawing a simple... I also said that. I said I'm drawing a simple, just her having a parfait and stuff. I was thinking, cause like it's someone else's OC, right? And sometimes some people have their, you know, their OCs, like, you know, you put a lot of thought into them, what they do and all that kind of thing, and what they even eat. So I was like, I drew the parfait and I was like thinking like, should I ask the artist whether her character is like lactose intolerant or something, or like is this like, plus she's like she's based off a sea angel, which is a real life creature of the sea. And the thing is, I'm just like thinking like, did they have anything about that, any dietary restrictions? Like, is it not like uncalled for if I make them like make their character like eat a parfait and then getting a stomachache afterwards? I mean, I think it's okay. I was just worried, but then I mean, to my relief, I went back again and saw like, oh, they posted a link, like a Google Drive link to all their resources, like of all the art that's ever done for her character. And like one of the characters that she has commissioned of is like, her character is eating a shaved ice. There's no parfait there, but the concept's kind of similar. So I'm like, oh, okay, there's something like that. So I mean, at least this is not entirely out of the ordinary in a sense. Yeah, you know, like, imagine like someone has a snail VTuber and they're eating like salty chips or something like that. Like, wouldn't you be like if you were the one who designed that snail VTuber, you'd be like, you know, like salt like burns or like literally melts like snails, right? Or tenderizes them. I'm not sure what, like snails just like they don't like salt. So like I can't imagine like a snail VTuber eating a bag of chips. Sorry, snail OC eating a bag of chips. Is there anything I wouldn't eat though? I eat a lot of stuff RL already. I don't really have a very strict diet. Um, there are some things I would avoid eating. While I don't think I would ever eat. Okay, I wouldn't. I don't. I eat oysters, but I don't go out my way to eat oysters. For example, it's one. I would never, ever. I don't think I'll ever eat balut. I will. I like it. It makes me sick to the gut thinking about eating it more than insects. You know, that's how bad it is to me. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want any of that. I'm sorry if you guys think it's good for you guys, but like I can't. I don't. That sounds. Like balut is eaten raw, right? Is it not? It's like, it's not like deep fried. It's actually like, it's literally eaten raw. Like they would just eat, like isn't it alive? Isn't it alive or something? Would it cook it? Is it actually cooked? If it's deep fried, then mayhaps, you know, it just tastes like fried chicken, but like young and not born yet. And like, you know, I like to eat the, you know, say chicken wings, and they have the chicken tails, the tail part of the wings. I would eat that. Like I would actually crunch through that if it's fried up enough. I think just the baluts I've seen is like, they look raw. That shit looks raw. That sounds really unsanitary, man. Imagine like Japan like has really good eggs, and like they actually do like have Japanese balut or something like that. Add a little soy sauce in it. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it's not raw. I don't know. I don't see blood gushing out of their mouths when they eat it. But it like, I think it was like, you know, it's one of those, I don't know if it's just a Southeast Asian thing or is it maybe just an Asian thing, but it's like, oh, my mom told me that like, oh, I don't know whether she ever did this, but it's like, oh, last time back in the day, mothers would eat up the placenta and stuff, and like that's a thing, and I'm like, that sounds horrible. Like, why did eat? No, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, the placenta that literally came out of your own body. And then again, you eat parts of your own body, don't you, sicko? Exposed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you. I'm making fun of Mins. Oh god, what a good conversation return to. Yes, balut and mothers eating their placentas.
In order to not eat, not say not eat, you can eat the chicken placenta.
That's not a chicken placenta, man. That's a chicken whole. Like, we eat the chicken placenta as eggs. Those are. I mean, eggs are unborn fetuses, but you know, it's not like they've developed the body yet. Is the placenta inside the egg? I don't know. Maybe. Mayhaps. I want to try to steer the conversation away. I was just thinking like, what what Michi, what I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat balut RL. I wouldn't eat a placenta RL. I don't know if there's anything else that I wouldn't want to eat RL. I handle coriander great. I eat durians. I don't eat bitter gourd. I don't. When they're fried, when they're deep fried and crunchy, you're gonna have to salt it really well if you want me to eat it. But yeah. Oh, my back's hurting. I'm not gonna draw the hair or anything. I feel like just drawing the clothes. I'm very scared to draw faces in the beginning of when I start drawing, because a lot of times I need to just shake off the dust. I need to shake off the dust from like my hands and just like wait until I'm like okay, I get into the groove and like yes, okay, I remember how to draw properly now. I remember how to draw, and then I proceed to do the draw. Does Michi have favorite foods though? Well, yeah, that's the thing. I haven't really thought about that. On one of my streams, I was thinking, cause I was on one of the other streams I had, I was talking about the universe that I'm from, and that the food in that universe might be different. Not to say like not universe as in like literal space universe, but more like more like say, cause I am on Earth, but it's an Earth that's 50 years in the future and has been wrecked and is in havoc because of kaiju attacks, and because of the kaiju attacks and mankind being pushed to its last bastion, a lot of people got displaced and stuff. So I feel like within 50 years food and dishes might change. So there might be some food that's familiar, some food that has mixed around and fusioned and all that. Kaiju meat. Yeah, I'm debating on that, but I wouldn't be surprised in those trying times when like farms are way less feasible, food and provisions are a lot harder to get by. Maybe kaiju meat might be a thing. I wouldn't be surprised that humans would try to eat kaijus. Okay. For example, like I like to eat ramen. Now think of a ramen with kaiju chashu. Oh my god. How do it even taste like? How is space meat taste like? How like alien meat taste like? Eat or be eaten. Yeah, we're in the dungeon mesh now. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing humans would have tried to eat. What is the weirdest thing? At this point, balut is not. I don't feel like balut is actually the weirdest thing. I feel like that's probably craziest shit out there. Sometimes kaijus have tentacles. Imagine a giant onion, like calamari ring the size of your face. But when I imagine it, it probably tastes bad also. Like when I saw Lyos from Dungeon Meshi, like Lyos Dungeon Meshi, he ate the giant. He took a bite. He took a bite of the giant kraken, and I'm like, yeah, that don't look nice. Like eating octopus and tentacly stuff is already kind of. The texture is I'm not 100% into the texture of octopi and stuff. Would there be I suddenly thought of like vegetables, like onion rings. And I thought like, oh, what if you cut up a kaiju and it's like one of them is like a giant onion. A giant onion kaiju. I could do that. I mean, I have yet to design the kaijus in the universe that I have in mind, so that's kind of an interesting thought. You know how like the space can kind of be seen like the sea and stuff, and like, you know, octopi and squids can be seen as like, you know, like they're kind of alien like. So you kind of think like, okay, what if there's a kaiju that's kind of like an like a shellfish, you know? Shellfish are like bottom feeders, they eat a lot of minerals and whatnot from the sea. So I can imagine like some, I mean, there's definitely like gonna be giant crab kaijus, giant prawn kaijus. Oh man, you thought garlic butter king crab legs were good? Get ready for kaiju crab legs. Oh my god. Giant enemy crabs. Oh gosh. Okay, I suck at falls. I'm gonna move on. Run away from the falls. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. I clicked the wrong button. What did I click? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just going through my references. Okay, what was I talking about? Talking about kaijus being seafood. The Sea of Space. Another thing about kaijus is that more or less, or kind of more likely, they're kind of very irradiated, so you're gonna need some special equipment to sort of get rid of all that radiation. I don't know. I don't know what kind of sickness you'd have from like eating a kaiju. Indigestion. I wouldn't want to. You better cook that right. You better cook that right. I don't know, space parasites. You don't want to. Gosh, my mind immediately when I went to space parasites, my mind went to all the horrors of space, like aliens, and I thought about like not aliens in general, but Alien, and like how the later movies like Alien Covenant and stuff like was so horrifying to me, of like how easily you could contract the alien into your body. It's horrifying. I wouldn't want to get alien virus. Predator. Oh, that's gonna be a wait. You just gave me an like a thought. Is that like, you know, these aliens, some of these aliens could be sentient, they could be human-like, and in a sense, you know, like demi-human. So like, would you go so far as to eat them? Would you eat a predator? We have seen many cross-sections of them after having their limbs cut off and all that. I imagine a predator steak would look pretty good if you can forgive the green blood and just the greenness and luminosity of it. Imagine you eat like a predator and like your mouth is just glowing green for the rest of the night. You're gonna have to brush your teeth off of that. I wouldn't want to eat an alien. The alien. We've seen many cross sections of that too. That thing's just a bug. Screw that. And their blood's literally acid. I think anything that's tried to eat it is just like have their mouths melted off and whatnot. In Monster Hunter, we do have ingredients that are made out of monsters. Monster parts. So is it? I don't know. Delectable kaijus. Puff those sleeves. Yeah. What? Oh, glad I could catch a Michi stream. Thanks for dropping by, Frosty. I just not Frosty. Have a good rest. It's almost the end of the week. The Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday night. And tomorrow's a wait, no, I was kind of thinking whether to stream tomorrow or like keep it KIV. I don't know. I was like, oh man, yeah, I could probably play Monster Hunter tomorrow on stream or something, but I do want to progress this as much as I can first before thinking about playing around more and stuff. So probably not. This will be a shorter stream because later on we're gonna watch Captain America, the first movie, with some friends online. I think it always astounds me how long ago that was. I still think it's a good movie. I'm gonna have a lot of fun watching it again. What? Yeah, you don't know what to expect. That's fine. I mean, yeah, it's really weird that you watched like Civil War and all those other Marvel films and like Captain America. Right. That's weird. Yeah, that's a weird. Because that's probably the first movie my dad ever watched too. No, I mean our first movie, Marvel movie, was probably Iron Man, and Iron Man was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, like confirmed Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cause before that, you know, there was like the stupid ass Hulk movies and stuff. There was Spider-Man as the Toby Spider-Man. Yeah, and then the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Yeah, and those aren't MCU. At least they weren't for a while until now.
Believe it.
Yeah, technically they're both Marvel. I mean, cause it used to be like, yeah, Sony and stuff. Right. Yeah. Now those two are in Marvel.
It's such a shit movie. And okay, it's not a shit movie. It's such a fan service movie, but I'm fans. It was made for me, and I ate that shit up.
Yeah. Like if anyone were to ask us like what our favorite Avengers were, I think we would say just Spider-Man. Like I can't think of anyone else that I really like either. Like Thor's funny. Star-Lord's funny. Yeah, you like Loki more. Valid. I think yeah, yeah. I believe a lot of people. I feel like Thor's brother has more fans. They have more maturer fans than the Thor fans. I think Thor fans are mostly kids because they're like
I think
this.
Loki fans are also mostly.
No, I know they're kids, but like when I'm talking about like Thor fans as being kids, I imagine like they're like literal 6-year-olds, like actually 6-year-olds, where like it's when they will actually go into like, oh, I think Thor's like Iron Man's the strongest Avenger, and like no, Captain America's no, Thor dumbasses he's literally a god. He has superhuman powers. Yeah, yeah, no, not Star-Lord, but yeah, this thing. I feel like it's the 6-year-olds to be like, oh, these Thor is the one. It's the strongest one. It's the strongest Saiyan ever. Have you ever heard of Goku? Thor is just like that.
If they know.
Yeah, if they know of Goku, they're not kids. I don't know if Dragon Ball is still being shown on television to kids. I don't know. Or if it's just in Japan.
It will be now to commemorate the poor guy.
Commemorate what? The kids probably don't even know that he died. They don't even know who the creator is. Like, you know when you're...
Yeah, but you're just saying whether it's still on TV, right? It might be now.
Yeah, but you're saying that like they'll put it on TV for the sake of like to commemorate his death, but the thing is that the kids don't know that.
It's not for the kids, it's for the people who know.
Then they will put that at 11 PM at night.
No?
For the adults, the people who care. I don't think they actually would do that for the sake of kids. Nobody does that.
I never said it was for the sake of kids, and you never said it was for the sake of kids.
No, I said like on when I say television, I mean like literal like Saturday morning cartoons. Cause that was a time slot back then for like Dragon Ball.
TV.
When I say television, I don't even mean like Netflix. I mean like just channel. No, I'm talking about like outside of Japan. Cause like Japan, I'm pretty damn sure like yeah, of course they do use it. Of course they still broadcast like Dragon Ball. But the thing is that like, you know, like in Southeast Asian countries outside, and even in the West, that kind of thing, even in like South America, like, are they still broadcasting Dragon Ball? Okay, yeah, then yeah, that's thing, yeah.
When you say like, when When you say broadcasting, I'm just gonna assume you're talking about Japan.
No, I did actually. Yeah. That's why I asked the question. Like, is there any other country outside that is? I said that. Yeah.
It's her TV.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm not up to date and like know what the kids are watching nowadays. All I know that they might be watching is whatever's on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and all that. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Like Gumball's on there and stuff. Gumball kind of is, but I mean I don't want to date myself, and like SpongeBob is still on. SpongeBob is still on to this day, and I think last time Dragon Ball Z, at least maybe in the West, might be on Toonami, because that's where all the animes were. So, and Toonami is gone now, so I don't know if they even, like, they might show Boruto, but I don't know on which channel would they have. Maybe it's a local channel if they cared about it importing a Japanese anime. I don't know. I don't know if there's people who still think like, oh yeah, this is a Japanese cartoon. No, like I think people nowadays know that they are considered anime, and anime is different from cartoons. Okay, maybe just saying that just sounds very elitist at the same time. I mean, I'm not gonna go into the debate of like whether animes are just cartoons, cause for us, like the older folks in our country, when we grew up, was like 在看电视看 they must say cartoon in the way it's like cartoon. I'm not making that shit up. The Japanese group?
But you don't know the cartoon?
No.
Type it in the chat, but it's a actual like it's a pretty it's of generation.
Is it a band?
Yeah. K-pop.
Oh, okay. Car plus toon, yeah, cartoon.
Yeah.
You must to replicate it, you must say it out with your mouth like really stretched out. Cartoon. I mean, I'm also making fun of the older generation. Look, man. They looked down on anime back then. I like same as what I did last time, but they look back. They look down on like any form of media, honestly. Old people would consider Avengers a cartoon as well.
Oh, do they?
They sure as hell would.
But it's not.
To them, what they consider are like not cartoons and shows are Wameng and Wameng and like all the dramas and soap operas and stuff. Hitting y'all with the Wameng teas.
You won't get copyrighted just for me saying it. No one bothers.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is that with copyrights, right? It's not the people who created the music that are filing copyrights. It's the people claiming that they own the rights to the song. And sometimes they actually don't own the rights. They're just scammers. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, today I saw like a post on Twitter that like, oh, apparently some someone was going around the mods for the game Gary's mod and like filing them, like copyright striking them, but like they are fan mods and stuff, and like I don't know, like, but a lot of the mods got taken down and stuff, and it's such a waste. Yeah, it's really dumb. Yeah, people, yeah. Oh, I was saying that, like, basically, I think a lot of the people who, like, why people hate copyrights and stuff, right? And why people are just like, they feel justified to steal art and stuff is kind of because of the music version of copyrights, which shittily enough doesn't cover us artists as much. Is where like the music artists like copyrights actually like it's meant to be like they earn money from filing copyright strikes, and like, oh, if you want to play this song at your event, you have to pay the rights at it, or pay or like use it in this kind of thing. It's like, yeah, that they have that extremely enforced, but for some reason we just don't have it as artists. I mean, we don't have record labels or like big business people, and like the people who are like big business people who are like say we work under and stuff, they will sell us out. Yep. And like, yeah, basically the people who, oh gosh, the people who for all these copyright strikes and stuff based on music, like, yeah, they're not caring about the intellectual property, they're caring about like how much money they can make off of filing that report against you. I mean, like, otherwise there wouldn't be a copyright for Happy Birthday, right? Yep. So is that kind of that kind of thing that like it's solid what? Oh. Was it something to do with music and artists? Wang Wen-Ti? No? Television? Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know, was there anything else for me to talk about with that? I don't know. I'm stopping at 10. Eh? Yeah, I'm stopping at 10:30. Yeah. I mean, there's still time. I just looked at the clock, that's all. Oh yeah, the other day when I was streaming my art, I was talking about like OCs, not more like other VTubers and stuff, and I was kind of thinking like, I don't think this artist has announced anything yet, but I feel, and I mean, I don't have anything, so like, as in, I don't know of any information. This is just me speculating, but I'm just thinking that like, oh, I'm pretty sure they might have a model in the works. I feel like they might be thinking about it. I have the feeling, I have the kanjiru that like they might be thinking about having that. And I think that'll be really cool if they do, because it'll be really cool to see this Sea Angel move. And they're streaming their art and stuff. That's great. Oh, the character has these two little things at the side as well. They're really tiny though. I'll draw in the pupils later. Flip. No, these eyelashes are huge. I don't really even know if I need to. I don't have to follow their style. I just have to follow my style. How I draw the eye, we'll see. That's extremely. Okay, let me just draw this part of eyelash first. Oh yeah, so I think I was to go back to the point that I was talking about, I was talking about other VTubers and stuff. I think maybe after I said that, I just saw I very quickly on the next day, I just saw a bunch of other like VTuber tweets that's just like I caught on it, like it was suggested to me. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I find this like other VTuber who's an artist and he drew his own model and stuff, and it's just, I mean, he's a PNG tuber, but he's got the branding, and I think like, oh, it's cool branding down. It's just like a skeleton with a scarf, and I mean, I'm not describing their OC very well. But I think they have like merch of themselves already, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. But I saw them lamenting the other time. Was it today actually? That they were like, it kind of sucks that like, I even to now, like after like so long that I've had my OC, I can't imagine like some more art that I can create of the OC or that kind of thing. I don't know. Like I think because they were lamenting that like, oh, they didn't really have much time to draw their own thing. And so they just like tweeting like, yeah, people like artists, just treasure your time that you can draw outside of commissions and draw for your own. Like if you can take a break to draw your own stuff, I think it'll do your wonders for your mental health. Yeah, I think like there's the appeal in creating something, you know. I don't know if it's a generational thing. We were talking about this the other time, but basically last night, I saw a post yesterday, or we both saw the post where like, oh, this employee from Riot, like got laid off by Riot, and it turns out they got contacted by an outsourcing company who wants to do like a job for Riot, and it's like the same exact job scope and role. So it's like, it's really nuts. I mean, it's just a callback to like, you know, once again, like the industry for artists in the games in the games industry is it's not very helpful for artists, I don't think. It's kind of grueling, especially for like such a big company as like Riot, and like, you know, Riot's definitely doing good. I don't know like what made them do that. So I was like thinking like, what made them fire all these employees? Like once again, like, you know, there was that time where like was it last year or this year? This year, where they laid off a lot of employees globally. Yeah, it's the beginning of this year, and I was thinking about it again. I was like, oh, okay, like, let me think again. Like, why did they try to, like, why did they fire everyone, like so many people? And I'm thinking, like, sometimes these things happen when they hire too many people than they can sort of afford, or like they can have enough jobs for, that kind of thing. So I was kind of thinking whether maybe it might be a generational thing, that we might have a lot of artists nowadays, like compared to, I don't know how long ago, back when the game industry was booming in the before 2010s, that kind of thing, I guess. That's really far back. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. And the thing is that I'm not faulting the artists, or like, you know, oh, why there's so friggin' many of y'all, that kind of thing. I mean, I'm an artist. Well, I'm not gonna blame them and myself, you know, for liking art and wanting to do art as a job. I think what seems to be the issue is that there's just a lack of jobs for artists. Like it just can't keep up. Even though, and it kind of sucks, we were talking about it also, right? That it kind of sucks that even though you think a game might sell well, it just might not be enough to make the cut. Like, might not be able to make the cut for profits, or even greenlighting the next game for that franchise, or that sort of thing. So companies even like Riot, with so much money and so much brands and stuff, it's like even they can suffer. Movies that like make, like, oh, when they say, oh, they made 1 million in sales in the box office, it's like even that's not enough, because their budget was already so crazy. And like, I work in the industry, right? I work in the industry, and I think about, like, how much I get paid, and I think about how much they need to pay me, and it can be a lot of money. Like, when you accumulate all of it, it can be a lot of money, especially because games take time. They take time to create. A lot of things in the big content stuff nowadays take time to create. Games take time to create, movies, animation take a lot of time to create. And basically, the longer that a project's in development, the more money is just gonna, the more cost it will take. So I don't know, one way was supposed to be like, oh, hire more people to cover the bases and stuff, but sometimes that's not really the solution. Sometimes, even though there's a lot of people, some projects might be screwed from the start, mainly because the idea is just not something that was going to pop off or have the right expectations for the shareholders. The shareholders are the people who's actually the ones giving the money and like putting in the money while the games has not been released yet and all that sort of things. So yeah, and I forgot what. Hold on, I was focusing on the eyebrows. Artists need jobs, not enough jobs. Yeah, I think basically the real issue here is, like, you know, the conundrum of like, where does the money come from for these works, these entertainment works, you know, and stuff. And a lot of the times where these monies come from is Not really from sales. I mean, the sales do like matter and stuff, but the sales for, you know what kind of sucks? I kind of learned about this, right? But the sales from a game, like say like a game got sold and you get the money back, that doesn't go straight to the employees. What it goes straight to is the people who have the highest shares in the company, the people who basically own the company, like the CEO and stuff. So they are the ones who have the money. I guess it's by law. Is in a way it's a, I think it's a thing that's done by businesses to protect them and to sort of ensure that there's this soft bit for shareholders and the people who put in the money into the company to sort of fall on, where like they will have first pickings of the product, like of the rewards and stuff, even though they weren't responsible for making it. Like they weren't part of the production process. They were just there to be the people who make the stuff, you know. So maybe it's just, it kind of sucks, but like content and entertainment, they don't work a lot of the times. They don't work. Sometimes like some projects fail and all that kind of thing, and like some companies have fail safes to help against that, where they will try to like see, okay, come out of a concept first or prototype, and we'll put it up to like some judges, or they'll have some judging criteria or system, and basically if something is judged to be kind of shit, that is, they won't continue that, and it would save. It's kind of like avoiding a bomb. Basically, you're trying to stop yourself from digging deeper into okay, yeah, okay, no, like an analogy is like, okay, yeah, you're trying to dig for treasure, so you're just trying to test the waters to see like, okay, you do a scan and you see, okay, is there actually any treasure underneath this where I'm digging and stuff, and you have a bunch of analysts and stuff to tell you like, oh, okay, yeah, that there is treasure, or like there is no treasure, or like maybe there's treasure but it's really just not that worth it. Gosh, this mouse looks so goofy now. And yeah, I think that's what companies have nowadays. Sometimes these analysts and these systems, I don't know how reliable they are. But I guess it's a more sort of diplomatic solution to avoiding the landmine, or like basically finding the treasure to dig for. Like rather than like say, oh, the director for this movie has this one idea, whatever he says goes. There's no one to say no to that guy, and a lot of times that goes, that the boat is sinking already as it left the port, you know. A lot of times that happens, where they try to listen to one guy and it doesn't work. But of course, sometimes it can be a thing where it's like, oh, there's more than one person who has a say, and then there's conflicting ideas, and then the product that comes out is extremely weird and it doesn't hit off as well. There's just a lot. The creative industry is very difficult. It's very difficult to know, like, a lot of the times it's very difficult to determine when you're gonna make a hit. It's not like, say, oh, I want to make what's that? I want to make this soybean like this soy sauce company. Like there's only so many avenues for you to differ from that, right? It's like, oh yeah, I want to make soy sauce. Yeah, well, yeah, you can try be creative and experiment with the recipes, I suppose, but and you'd have to think about how to market the product and stuff to beat competitors and all that, but you can't really go as wrong there as say like, oh, do I want aliens in my movie or not? A lot of times you shouldn't. A lot of the times you shouldn't. It's so, oh my god, there's so many. Oh, but give me aliens though. Aliens, I love aliens. We love them boys. Yeah, so a lot of times there's a lot of mistakes happening, and like when there's a mistake that happen for a project that has maybe what 30-50 people on it, and people just don't like it, people don't even cast a glance at it, people don't even look at that movie, people don't even buy the tickets to the movie, people don't even watch that on the streaming sites, and you're basically left with a debt. You're left with the shareholders are gonna ask, so where's the money? Where did we put the money into these people who were supposed to make this product? Why didn't we get back the money and stuff? And it's just yeah, it sucks. It's just the more money is involved in it, the more the creative industry kind of suffers in a sense. But the thing is that we artists need money. So, and the thing is that I feel like us artists are already, when I think about how much, like say, okay, like say for example, I'm finally taking up commissions, yeah. But I'm thinking about the cost of living from where I'm from, and I will need a lot of money. That's just how it is, living in a place like this. Like, I can cut costs and live in a slum. I could be a hobo artist, maybe. I will have to cycle in a generator to create, you know, like hamster wheel. Like every time that every 10 minutes I have to save my project, and after I have to go back to the hamster wheel and like just run to generate my own electricity as a hobo artist. Like that's the thing. Like I need money to survive, right, in where I live. And you know, when the big COVIDs happened, when the big disease and stuff happened in the world, a lot of businesses suffered and stuff, and the world economy went to crap. The business people said like, oh yes, it's like a recession, it happens every 10 years or something like that. And it's been a while. I haven't heard from those business people. I haven't heard them say like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you know, like it's gonna be a recession, but it'll be fine. I don't hear them saying it's gonna be fine anymore. I don't think they believe that anymore. And sorry for talking about such thoughts that might be depressing, but I think I'm just like kind of like maybe seeing it as like a discussion and a little thought to be had about how the economy works. And like I'm not an expert at it, so like I'm just speculating. It like maybe it does balance out, but like I am not aware of it basically. But at least from what I've been seeing is that, and me trying to mathematize and make sense of it all, is that like, yeah, I have no idea how, like I want artists to get paid more, but I don't know how to justify them getting paid more. Like artists can say, pay me more, but they need to think, okay, but where does the money come from? It can say like, oh, the business people have a lot of money, they should give us the money, but I think it's the same. This is gonna sound a little dark, but it's gonna be the same as you know, say there's a impoverished country and there's a rich man walking through the country and he's confronted by people who are poor and they need money to buy food for their essential needs and stuff. That rich person, maybe they won't reciprocate those feelings and like donate to them, or like if they do, right? The thing is that if they do, more people are gonna come for them and they're gonna need more money. They're gonna need more money, and then the rich business person is gonna become a poor business person. They do not have infinite pockets. They still have limited pockets. I mean, the thing is, I do believe that, like, yeah, you know, people with $1 billion to the name really could afford to pay for the mouths of 50 children. I think that would not be any issue. But I guess the other issue would be that, like, what would happen to the other 9,999 children out there who are starving? That kind of thing. What can be done there? And the thing is that I feel that just there's not enough money in the world, or per se, maybe not enough resources. And the thing is that I feel like we know this, but we're not really doing anything about it, or we can't do anything about it. That's the thing of, like, okay, we can't do anything about it, but at the same time, they are spending the money on uranium and stuff. And it's like, did you need that? Did you need that nuclear warhead? Probably not. That nuclear warhead could have fed like 1,000 children and paid for their education or something like that. But no, to the military, they see as, like, you know, this nuclear warhead is basically to deter countries, and basically because the countries are deterred, we will have something to protect. But the thing is that they have something to protect. Yeah. Like they want to protect something, but they protect it so hard that they use all the resources for it, and it is like whatever they're trying to protect just dies and they don't have any more of it. It's kind of basically, you know, like, say a superhero, and like, oh, if your motto is like the end justifies the means, then the people you're protecting are gonna bite back. They're not gonna be grateful for what you did, that kind of thing. But that's me talking about a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to, like, it will hurt the brain to think about all the world economics and all that, how money is and stuff and blah. So at the very least, all I really want to just think about is how can artists get more money, you know? There are a lot of artists out there. There are a lot of artists out there, and I feel like maybe the rise of artists has also come from, like, our generation, where I feel that and especially I feel like it's gonna get even more, like, there's gonna be many more people in the future looking at kids with their smartphones and stuff. Basically, I feel that maybe we have a lot of artists in our generation because that we might have felt at one point in our lives that we liked the media that we consumed. We liked all these stories, we liked all these games that we played, we liked this art that we saw, this manga that we read, this anime that we watched. and we wanted to like think like, oh, I was really like it basically is the baseline for my personality and how I grew up. I grew up with all of these. I want to contribute back to that, or I want to do the same thing and maybe inspire other people as well, the same way it is done for me. You know, it's that kind of like, at least for me, it has at one point in my life, I have thought about that, and I feel like maybe that's a sentiment that's shared among artists as well from this generation. So it's one of the things that I've kind of thought about. It's like, might that be the reason why we have a lot of artists nowadays? Like we have a lot of artists, but like I feel like a lot of them are of our generation. They are young artists and stuff. Yeah. Like, for example, like to give an example, okay, maybe no, I won't give that example. Sorry, I think it'll be too much information. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of artists now, and I don't think that shouldn't just tell them like, oh yeah, stop being artists. Like, I feel like we feel, because there's so many of us, we feel really anxious and like scared about the future, and that's why we kind of lash out at AI and like AI artists, and basically like looking at it like how they made a mockery of like art and stuff, and how they have been stealing jobs basically because business people are stupid sometimes, and they believe that like, oh yes, new tech thing, good thing, yes, cartoon, AI can cartoon, cartoon very easy to make. I don't know why I pay artists $5,000, $10,000, all that. Then they make stupid stuff, and then they don't realize that the AI makes even stupider stuff and makes them $0. Yeah, stupid people like that exist, but they have the money. It's really weird. It's mole curls. Shit. Okay, you know what? Give me a sec. I need to do a thing here. She has bangs. She has straight bangs, and I need to see what. Do I want this? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut those bangs a little bit, dear. The bangs are pretty high up. I'll just have them in the neutral bangs. Something like this. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Merge. Okay, what was I saying? Well, I can't really exactly remember what I was saying, but I'm just gonna talk about another point, which is that like, I can't really imagine how the art industry would still be staying alive. Like, at least the art industry in the sense where like, the indie art industry would really. I mean, the indie art industry still sustains itself, but the things that I feel like the introduction of VTubers, and I know I make it sound like a gospel, like as if like VTubers are like the second coming of Christ or something, but I do actually feel that the introduction of VTubers and the globalization of VTubers actually has created significantly to creating jobs for artists and stuff and support for artists, you know. Because of the VTuber branding, like it's something that's a lot more accessible to people. Before that, it was like, you know, animes belong to big companies, you create mangas, all that kind of thing. You have your OCs, but your OCs don't really do, I mean, your OCs can kind of do so much sometimes, you know. And like I think the VTuber thing has given it's kind of like there's a lot of possibilities for the VTubers, you know. And VTubing requires a lot of art, be it 3D or 2D, and I think it's really helped like artists, especially during the COVID times, like come out with a lot of like ideas, and like a lot of VTubers came out of it during that time as well. And hold on. I'm gonna close my reference because I think I'm getting a bit too carried away with trying to draw the bangs the same way that the artist draws her bangs. So I'm gonna erase these. It's a waste, but I'm gonna erase these. Basically, I don't wanna just copy paste what the artist drew for their OC. Like hair is one thing that's like, you know, sometimes you gotta learn to be a bit more liberal with it. Unless your hair is I mean, like there will basically be some aspects of hair when you're drawing it that you want to have it remain the same, like so your character is more recognizable. But at the same time, I feel that you shouldn't stick with having like, say like, oh, all these strands of the bangs, I'm not gonna have them be the same, create the same pattern and stuff. I think that they should be a little, like, they should have more freedom. Like, your hair's not gonna stay the same way every single time. Actually, I'm gonna... It's annoying. If you shake your hair, it's not gonna be the same. Most likely, unless you have like hair cement. Or like hairspray or something that... Even if hairspray, like loose strands like this is something that's like... You're not gonna... It's not gonna be the same every time, so you gotta be more liberal with it. Like when you look at this character, you just know like, okay, yeah, she has bangs. So yippee! I didn't draw her tongue. Well, it's 10:30. I'll go on for a little longer. Yeah, just let me know when they start. The last time I drew bangs was with Shiori. But that art piece is a whip, and it's never ever gonna be finished. I don't think I'll ever go back to that again. I'm not so sure. I could, but it feels like it's kind of lost. It's like sometimes work in progresses like whips can like kind of overstay their welcome. The longer they stay there, the more you'll just feel really stressed out. They're like, I need to go back to this. Oh, I need to do this sort of thing. That's why Minz also has like told me, like, you know, just post your whip. Just put it up. Just forget about it and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, it's just not too great. But sometimes you just gotta let go of it. Okay, I could be a little bit more liberal with her hair. Okay, that did not make sense. Yeah, I have a lot of work in progress. Well, yeah, work in progress that will basically... I could post them, but I will also not feel very proud of it as well. So, like, I don't feel like it might do me much good posting them. So, I'll just... It'll just stay in my hard drive and it's just gonna rot there and die, which is really sad, but I'm sorry to my work in progresses. It's sad, but I had to let go. I have other stuff to work on. I don't think, and the thing is that I don't think I'll ever run out of stuff to work on. I'm always thinking of something new, and I don't really have the time to afford to go back unless I can finish that in a minute. Honestly, that's the eulogy for my work in progresses. And I'm glad I didn't come out as a working like a did in hard drive work in progress. I'm here, my life 2D. Wait, where's the hot take? What? Oh, I don't have the space for the hot take. I don't really have a hot take. I was talking about some hot topics earlier about the economy and artists and stuff. You're gonna have to watch the archive about that. Well then, there was so much heat from like my whole stream. I had so much heat. It was so spicy. It's so spicy I didn't want to continue talking about it. Just stirring up stuff. No worries, no worries. Yeah, is Miyapop gonna watch Captain America with us later?
I assume he's the one that...
You know, I think I actually do have a file. Like, I do have the Winter Soldier file. I don't know why. I think I just grabbed that off from somewhere before, like from my friend. I don't know why, but I think I have the Winter Soldier on my hard drive somewhere. What? I might pop into FF later just to make sure that the house, I guess, is still there. Yeah. Yeah.
You see, you didn't care about your house.
I mean, depending on the stakes, it would depend on the stakes. Well, I'm still kind of proud at where my house is and stuff. It just feels that very exclusive and stuff, and like, I really like the place that it's at, but the house is kind of just for me. I'm glad I didn't get like a bigger house because I don't have that many friends, so like my house is there, but I don't really invite people to the house, and also there wasn't really any reason for me to invite to the house because it's in shambles. Yeah, only you go to the house. Like, the only thing that I can think of is like making it like a triple triad hub or something, or like, because I have like at least I have one gold saucer machine in there, but that's it. And I have a triple triad card mat, but it's on the floor of my house. There. Okay, let me open up the reference. How did I draw the hair? It's a little different, but it's fine. Hair is such a different beast. Hold on. Check. Flip. Yeah, that's wrong. That is so wrong. It did not pass the flip test. That's why we check. Actually, no, I'm not gonna scale it. But I asked also. I asked if like ZR is gonna watch Captain America with us or not, but he didn't answer. He's busy. Oh yeah, earlier in the day, like, yeah, you shared, no, not earlier in the day, like yesterday you already shared. Wait, was it? No, it was earlier in the day where you shared my cooking, my lentil soup cooking thing, and it got a lot of traction.
Because like my QRT still has more likes than your original one, and I'm just like, fuck.
Wait,
man.
how many more likes?
Like a lot more. And I'm so pissed.
I already thought my one already has a lot. Like, no,
I was so pissed.
no way, right? Like, no way is like 3 digits or like kind of thing,
Okay,
right?
like 34, it just hit 3 digits. Like, it's so stupid. I don't understand. Go and like the fucking thing, man. Like, don't like my own shit. I'm banning them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright.
Fucking yeet, bitch.
Hell yeah. Get sniped. Wait, what did you say the numbers were again? Wow. I mean, I mean, I still appreciate the amount of likes on my post and all that. Why the hell did they activate the bot? It's like such a weird time.
The bot.
We'll just come in. It's not literally like listening to what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
There's no hell and way. Yeah, I mean, but what I wanted to say is that, like, you know, thanks for shouting out my cooking and stuff. if there's anyone who's followed me for the cooking, I don't have any cooking streams or stuff. Like the most is that I'll post my cooking on Twitter. And that's it. I mean, cooking streams is something that I can dream of in the future when we move on to a new place and stuff. And worry about how the hell that's gonna be set up. Yeah, I mean, it might not happen. Who knows? Who knows? It's something I would like to do, but it kind of depends on the setup and other circumstances. But yeah, the next dish I was actually thinking of cooking was actually like moussaka? Is that the name? It's like eggplant with... It's like an eggplant lasagna. in a very bad way to describe it. It's like eggplants layered on each other in the baking dish, and like you would put white sauce over it, and it's like drenched in tomato sauce as well. And then you put it in the oven to bake. And it has some herbs, yeah. Because we bought some eggplants. I wanted to make the dish that Lise had in the cookbook. The official FF14 cookbook. But, I felt like making a moussaka might be better. And especially cause like, my family went to Greece earlier. Like, last week or something, and they showed a photo of the moussaka. I'm like, oh, okay, what's that food? And I was like, oh, moussaka. I was like, oh, okay, interesting, cool. And then recently I saw some YouTube shorts on like lasagnas, and like, lasagna's good. Back to the topic before. Kaiju lasagna, hell yeah, let's go. How about kaiju size lasagna? Oh, that's disgusting. The bird is so big, it's like as big as a building. A bird is gonna perch on it and take a poop. It's gonna eat the lasagna and poop on the lasagna. These nasty birds. Actually, thinking about it now, the other thing to consider is how much the ecology of the Earth would change with the introduction of kaijus, you know. Okay, yeah. I mean, KK has been here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. KK is such a regular here. I'm just like, hey K. So I know, I'm sorry. I didn't say hi to K. I'm sorry. It is 10:45. I mean, it's just with friends, so it's not like it's like an appointment. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta start watching this like on the dot, that kind of thing. Whoa. What the hell? Okay, I pressed something weird, didn't I? Okay, yep. I wish I could draw in all the hairs. But I probably can't do it for this stream. I don't have much left. I don't have much time left. Never have much. Actually, no, I must think like, in the first place, like, what will we make a Southeast Asian dish of a kaiju? I mean, if it's mee siam, it's gonna be chicken rice. Also, it's a bit like you'd have to like steam the whole. I don't know what would the broth of a kaiju even be like. No, that's not what broth is. It's bone marrow.
Bones.
Yeah, kaiju bone marrows and stuff. You need extreme heat to get the stuff out of the bones though. I can't wait of like when I can't wait to like I can brainstorm on stream like, oh, like how, like thinking about like kaiju ecology and stuff. Like, oh, categories of kaijus and stuff. Like, you know, they have like, oh, category 5, category blah, 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 everything of like kaijus and their danger levels and stuff. Oh, that was such a cool thing with Pacific Rim. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if a sequel would really be good for it though. It's some
sequel, I'm pretty sure it...
Yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes it's good if franchises just kind of stay. Just it's fine if a movie ends off on like itself, you know. Yeah. And then lies? What are you talking about? I said no such thing. Man, I want to play games, but I shouldn't because I am in the pit. I am in the abyss. I need to get out of the abyss. Because I saw the, like, I want to play the Souls-like crap game. I forgot what it's named. Suddenly brain fart. I can't remember what the name of that game was, but I was thinking like if there was a Souls game I would go back to, surprisingly it would be that. I tried playing Bloodborne. It's a game that like I would play, but maybe I just suck too bad at it. Maybe I'm just too scared of these games. I should pick Bloodborne up again. There's only that like one of a kind game. I really should. But yeah, now the hot thing seems to be the crap game. And not that funky ass crap game, the Souls-like crap game. And like yeah, I was thinking like the Souls-like get back into it. I think it'll be something like that, something that looks really fun and stuff. And the devs seem really fun and as well, and like I want to give them my support. I'm not gonna play that anytime soon. Kinda sucks. Okay, I see Bloodborne, but like there's Elden Ring, but I don't know. What's daunting to me is the Elden Ring is such a humongous game. I feel really afraid of that. Like how many hours I'm gonna be putting into that, and like will I? Because sometimes, you know, like, oh, okay, when I stream games, I don't want to have a lot on my plate. Just in the case that like, oh, if I'm afraid of starting a game, and then I'll like, oh yeah, I like this, I'll come back to it like later on, and then that later on becomes a month, and then later it becomes a year and stuff, and I never come back to it. Like that's basically what happened with Bloodborne. I'm afraid of starting games and then saying, "Oh yeah, they're good," and I just stop playing them. Like there's the only reason for that is just, you know, things getting in the way of life, and like no life getting away in your of your games and stuff. Like, you know, you have other responsibilities and stuff, so yeah, it sucks. Okay, all right, okay, I'll end at 10:55, I suppose. What? At least we have Monster Hunter and Ace Attorney. I'm really cool with those games. We love Ace Attorney. Yeah.
I can't wait to play more. So impatient.
Yeah, be patient. Yeah. It's gonna... I mean, I feel like we're kind of speeding through it, but like it's a normal pace, maybe. I mean, maybe like stuff like this is like, oh, it seems to be we're gonna take 4 streams for this. Like, for the next one, I'm like thinking like, will we be able to finish all of this entire case in one stream? I'm not sure. I think we will need 5 hours for it, or 6 hours even. And I don't know about voicing stuff for... I mean, we could, but it's also just like, should we though?
Yeah.
No, for like 6 hours or 5 hours.
What? I'd be up anything for Ace.
Yeah, the thing is that I wouldn't say I wouldn't either. It's just that whether we should. It's one of the things that's like, yeah, let's do it, and just we regret later, like getting drunk or something, which I can't. Death? I don't get drunk, I die. I guess that's the one thing Michi can't take, you know? Michi can't take alcohol. Yeah. I did. I'm not saying that out of like all of a sudden. I think it's something that I thought about before. I was like, as a VTuber, I was like, would Michi drink alcohol? I feel like she might, but I feel like she would also combust. Okay. Alright. No. Why you alright? I it's me. It's my stream, bitch. Okay. Okay, we've lined 5% of it. I don't know. Feels so little, but it's fine. Okay, so we're closing the stream now. What I drew today was the OC of this artist, Monaco55. You can find her on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. And you can see this artwork that I have for the new header now, and as a new alert as well, for like if there's anyone who gives me a new follow. And if you like what you see, and like if you're a fan of Monster Hunter, Ace Attorney and all that, Capcom Games, and then like you can follow me. I'm shilling, even though I don't have the Capcom creators backing, but it's cause I'm not in the freaking country. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and enjoyed me rambling about kaiju meat and stuff. And that's it. Have a good night, guys. We're gonna watch Captain America. Bye bye.